Well, it's almost that time of year. The big game is just on the horizon, and just like the teams using a playbook on the field for success, our next guests say that you can develop your own playbook for success in retirement. Joining us to discuss it all, Mattson, Taylor Steward, part of the family at Mattson Financial Services. That's a firm that's been helping people retire successfully right here in West Michigan for decades. You can also catch them on their popular radio show, Many Mentors. Taylor, excuse me. Thank you for being here. Excited about the big game. Love football, but there's another big game for a lot of people. They're reaching that goal line called retirement.
Yep.
All right. So the coaches have a playbook in football. What's in your playbook for retirement?
I think the parallels between what we do in football is really a great analogy, right? And a lot of times I think of ourselves as the quarterback of the team, right? So we're getting the play calls when we're doing this plan, but we may have to make an audible call, right? We may have to bring in somebody else into this plan to make sure that we're, doing the tax planning appropriately, dotting our I's, crossing our T's, and things in life, much like a football game, are very flexible. Things happen very fast, so we need to be able to change and roll with those punches as time goes on and make sure that we're still on track for that steady, very successful retirement.
Well, Gary, as a coach, we'll call you Coach.
Okay.
Coach Gary.
Sounds good.
Do you have a go-to play?
Yes, find out what the client needs.
That's it.
That's it. If we can find out what the client needs and we can match that up, everybody's successful. And that's what it's about, is understanding where our clients are at, what needs are going on, and sometimes they don't even realize it. It could be paying too much in taxes or not having a plan in place that when they pass, their money's going to go to whom they want, when they want, and how they want, with as little taxes as possible. So there's just so many layers of that piece that most people go to financial advisor and they think, okay, they got my money, they got my investments, but what about taxes, estate planning, Social Security benefits, all those? And then what about what you might inherit? If you have the plan set up and something comes in wrong to your plan, it blows it up. Or you're going to do the same thing to your children, blow up their plan. So it's so much to have that enhanced plan to go all the way through the generations to make sure everybody's on the same playbook.
I love that, the same playbook. And of course, we had the deflate gate years ago. Now we're dealing with inflate gate. Let's just call it that, right? Because inflation is so high. Why is it so important to have a financial coach to walk us through these things?
Especially in inflationary times, it's very important to make sure that we're getting the yield, we're getting the income, and we're seeing high inflation in very volatile markets. So a lot of people just say, well, man, I just probably can't retire at this point. And understand that everybody's different. Your plan is going to be different from your brother's plan or your friend's plan. And so understanding at the core of it, like Gary had already said, what are your needs? Let us do the heavy lifting. Let us create that playbook to get you all the way through that retirement, looking at all the different areas. And then, especially right now, making sure that we do increase that yield. We've got alternative investments out there that we can get some good yield to help combat some of that inflation. When the markets are down and inflation's 8%, it's really hard to keep pace all the time. But going back to your income plan, making sure that we're building in that cost of living adjustment and percentage year after year. So we're accounting for some of that inflation already moving forward.
Perfect. And we also talk about taxes. Taxes is another big thing. So when it comes to that, I know how to pay less taxes. I'll make less income. Right? There's a way to do it, right? But nobody wants to make less income to pay less taxes. Is there a way to do it without reducing income?
This is the number one thing we find people that come to us in their late 60s, early 70s, is they're trying to have the income they want, but lower the tax burden as well. And it can be done. And so that's the two things. If you look people that are younger than 59 and a half and they have enough money to go, they say, well, can we go without paying penalties? And of course, then when you're in your 70s, 72 and on, you have to that required minimum distribution. How do we lower the taxes? So tax is a burden for everybody, but it doesn't have to be. Because what people don't realize is we have choices. And we can react the right way to the market. So the market we can't control up or down, but we can react how we when it goes down to buy, when it's up, sell. And the same thing comes to taxes. Choosing what buckets to take money out of can really help. A lot of people in their 70s don't realize that they can have a Roth IRA. They go, well, aren't I too old? No, you can have a Roth IRA as long as you do it correctly. Converting those dollars so they're never taxed, again, is important.
And there are people out there, I'm sure, watching this who already have a plan, right? They've talked to an advisor. They feel like they're set. Why is it important maybe for a second look?
I think whether it's a doctor or a mechanic or anything, it's always good to get a second opinion, right, on what's, especially when it comes to retirement, because you're talking the rest of your life, for the next 20, 30, 40 years, and you want to make sure that it's rock solid. So making sure that, you know, you're working with somebody that's a fiduciary advisor, your investing philosophies align, you understand the ins and outs of your investments and the good and the bad, because every decision we make in life is going to have a downside, right? So it's important for clients to understand what that is potentially, but how that's going to further them in their retirement moving forward.
And some of those decisions are irrevocable. Like when you turn Social Security on, once you've done it, it's done. And so we want to make sure we're doing it the best way at the best time, not for just you, but for the whole picture, your spouse as well.
Well, some of these things you only get one shot at. So why wouldn't you get a second look, especially when you guys got such a good deal coming? I mean, for those, I mean, I'll let you guys tell us, but there's a pretty good offer you have on board.
Yeah, so if you're already retired, and you've got $500,000 or more of investable assets, give our office a call. We'll go through that checklist. We're going to go through all of those pieces of that retirement puzzle and enhance whatever we can. Even if it's a second opinion or you may not have one already, come in and we're going to go through everything and make sure that you're set up for that successful retirement.
Absolutely, and it's free. I mean, for those first 5 callers.
Yep.
So, I mean, really nothing to lose here. That's an incredible offer. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Taylor. Appreciate it. For you at home, take advantage of that special offer from Mattson Financial. If you are retiring, maybe you're already retired. Well, Gary, Taylor, the rest of the team want to sit down with you personally to customize a retirement plan just for you. It's a comprehensive, enhanced plan that includes a look at your investments, your income sources, taxes, all of it to help get you to and through the retirement you deserve. Reserve one of those spots now. 616-514-3831. That's 616-514-3831.
Go green.
Go white.